This is Michael with Field Tech Academy, and today I'm visiting with Scott. He bought our direct client package about just over 2 months ago, and I'm following up with him now to find out what his experience is like. How you doing, Scott?
Doing really good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So, Scott, what part of the country are you in?
Southwest Louisiana,
So, what's relatively your population in your service area there?
80,000. So we have to go out to Texas. We have to travel back east to Lafayette area, and we have to go north to kind of get a good workload. We are competing against a lot of small technicians and some very large companies that have kind of cornered the market. But we found great niches. The product that I use, in fact, helped me find some unknowns that were gems.
Well, and I think that's interesting too because you bought the package, but you actually have a company and you do contracting already. So you're
That's right.
established in the industry.
Yes, sir. I've personally, before I even founded my LLC, I've been IT contracting since 2014 through the normal platforms. There used to be Field Solutions and OnForce as well as Field
Yep.
Nation and WorkMarket. Now we're just down to two. And then there's these gems, these hidden gems that Mike has. If you like to direct contract, which I do, I like direct contract, and this is really where you're getting into the meat of IT contracting.
So what is your tech background? What type of work do you typically do?
I'm a little bit of I don't like to use the term jack of all trades because it specifically in the IT field because I taught myself desktop support and stuff all the way back when I was 15, talking 1998. But I went to school for industrial electronics technology, so I've experience in Motorola radio communications. I'm a ham. I've experience in SCADA. I designed a custom SCADA system for a saltwater injection site. So I have familiarity with oil and gas and other types of SCADA systems and communications. I have some telecommunication experience. I really hate POTS lines, but a lot of people call me because there's not too many of us POTS guys left,
Right.
and even PBX guys because everything's VoIP now. And then I have experience with Linux, server administration. I did say desktop support, but my new field is fiber. There's a great need for fiber, even especially even contracting. So that's really my background. So I'm self-educated in some IT, technical diploma, industrial electronics, slightly different field as an ET. I'm just a few credits short of a bachelor's in information technology. I'm an entrepreneur at heart.
What's been your overall experience since buying the package?
Actually, good. It confirmed some suspicions I had about some customers I did know about pricing. It elaborated on new potentials for sure, because was one that I vaguely knew about but could never locate. And it was one of those gems that I really appreciated about the package because I was able to get in contact with them and they hired me immediately, like, oh, yes, we need you. Another client reached out to me. It took them about a month to reach back out to me, but when they had a need, they immediately reached out, and once we negotiated and discussed, they gave me a extremely good rate. And for a day's worth of work for this type of contract, just doing three jobs have paid for the product four times.
That's incredible. I love to hear that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, and I actually wish I would have had something like this when I was starting out. Especially, it would have been even more profitable. It'd have paid for itself even quicker,
Yeah.
and way more than so far. And it's only been three work orders.
It's exactly why I did that because 25 years ago when I started, I was scratching and clawing to try to find the names of clients and companies that did this stuff. And there just wasn't any information out there. I mean, it was so hard to find. And that's why I'm trying to do this for people.
And it's definitely needed, and it's going to help build another generation of techs. We're in a new environment in this world where freelance is a lot of times preferred. They need more of us, and we need to be more focused and more specialized. What you're doing is you're building that army. I'm glad I purchased the package.
And one thing that I do want to mention is, some of these techs out there may know some of the names on the direct client package list. And when we first started talking, even I wondered, I thought, well, Scott knows some of these big players, because I want to be ethical. I want to do what's right. I had some concerns of whether or not you would get enough new business to make up for what you were paying for the package. And that's been an encouragement to me to know that it has still helped you, even though you knew some of the names.
Yeah, and I want to reiterate some of those names that I mentioned. It actually helped me with my pricing to gauge whether or not I should go down or go up based on the package. It had some generalized pricing, and I compared it to my own. So it isn't just about learning about the clients, it's actually getting another tech's insight on their billable model. And that's huge.
How many of the clients in the list have you been able to sign up with so far?
It's been at least three, and I've gotten work from two, like I said.
The rates that you're seeing from the clients in the direct client package, are you seeing those rates being higher than you would see on Field Nation and WorkMarket, or about the same?
Typically, they're going to be higher. Each client has a different billable and accounts payable model for timelines. So you may wait longer, but it actually averages out. You're going to make more money. You're going to balance your life when it comes to billables. It just makes more sense. You're going to get ahead. Even waiting a little bit longer on your pay for some of these clients, you're going to get ahead.
Yeah, I always view it as starting to fill up a pipeline. If you're consistently doing work and putting, work through that pipeline, then once it starts coming out the other end, then it's just going to keep flowing. And so it may take a little while to get there the first 60 days, but then after that, you're going to be consistently receiving income.
Absolutely. I like what you did. The pricing thing to me was also, as Cajun would say, that's lanyap, it's extra. But for me, that's good because I can peer into someone else's eyes and see how they've negotiated pricing and really what these people like to see on their numbers. Because tells me all the time, we don't like 85 an hour. We know that's your rate, but can you come down to 70 and we'll give you more work? Okay. But they pad me in other ways because they'll give me an hour of travel when I don't even have to go for an hour of travel to make up for it.
Well, and I found that generally speaking, when you're busier and when you can turn somebody down, you don't have to drop your rates,
Yeah.
because if you're busy enough, then they either take your rate or they don't. When it comes to the after purchase support and the updates and things like that, have you been pleased? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Definitely. I receive every time you update, I receive the email, so I'll open it up and sometimes I'll notice a new client or you've changed contact information because unfortunately that happens a lot when these contract companies grow. They change or the accountant's no longer there. We got a new accountant. So having somebody that's doing that, that's a plus. I mean, they're watching our customer base for us, so we don't have to. In the real world, you want to be out in the field making money. You don't want to be dealing with all the extra hassle paperwork if you can help it. So that's a little bit of extra time that Mike's saving us.
So overall, Scott, if a tech was looking at the direct client package, and because obviously it's more than just a client list, it's exclusive
Mhm.
videos, it's after purchase support and updates, would you say that it is a value that people should purchase?
Oh, I'm for it. I'm for it, especially if you're starting out. But even if you're not, like I said, you're going to get perspective of another business owner in tech's eyes, and you can compare it to your own. It's very helpful because it's like walking into another competitor's office and opening up his books. That doesn't happen. So yes, it is worth it, guys. To me, it's definitely worth it.
That's a great perspective. I didn't tell you what to say in this interview, right? I didn't
No,
coach
sir.
you.
No, sir. I'm not a paid actor, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn. I'm a real tech. Been in the field for over 20 years. So, yes, sir.
Well, Scott, I appreciate you taking the time to give us your thoughts on the direct client package, and I hope this helps other techs to see the value and be able to benefit from it as well.
Absolutely. As do I. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.